Hello everyone, and you're watching Bitcoin Bubble news channel. Hey everyone, and welcome to another movie about Bitcoin news. Yes, we are going to look at the short time frame in this movie. This is the 1 hour chart. Let me walk you through the bullish and bearish Elliott wave events we're keeping in an eye on for Bitcoin at this time. And I think we should start with the white option, which is probably the most bullish. If you watched the other movies, you know this one hasn't changed. But now that Bitcoin is getting close to our micro resistance area, things are getting interesting. I want to tell you what I'm going to watch for today, just in case, in terms of support, resistance, and breaking patterns. There has been a 5 wave move up from the August low, which was on August 5th. This is the most bullish count. We were supposed to have a wave 1 and a wave 2. They were done by the middle of August, and now we're in the third wave. In fact, this third wave could bring us to 70,000 or even higher. But it is made up of an A, B, and C arrangement. It looks like the C wave will start soon. We might need one more low, but this price range could be a good place to start. I'm going to get closer. Then there's another pattern with 4 and 5. We'll know for sure that the fourth wave of a bigger size hit bottom on August 5th, not before, once we have these 5 waves. Right now we are being careful, yes, the moves from below are planned, but they are only temporary, messy, and could fall apart quickly. That's why I'm also keeping an eye on the bearish count in yellow, or at least the short-term bearish count. It could take us into the mid 40k range. First though, let's talk about the white count. Yes, the price should find support in a B wave in this case. We can't put too much faith in that design because it's part of a bigger diagonal pattern where it's not trustworthy at all. Still, there are some things we need to keep an eye on. Between 57,995 and 59,447 is where a B wave pullback can find support. But I also added the 88.7 FIP level because support for B waves is always weak. It would be easy for a B wave to make another low here. Based on the micro count, the first still think one more low looks best. But it looks like most of the drop is over in this case, which means we've reached a key turning point. The support zone has already been hit twice by the price. Our goal of seeing a lower low was met yesterday. One more low might happen, but I wouldn't count on it. So now I'm looking for a bigger rebound rally. What kind of signal would that be? A break above the trend line would be the first sign. We can only get that signal at that time wave. I'd say this trend line has 2 or 3 touch places, and if the price breaks above both the trend line and resistance, it means that a bigger rebound rally is about to happen. It could also be wave C in the white count. So until we break above support, one more low is still likely, both in the white count and in all other counts as well. It looks like we need to separate the microscopic scenes from the bigger picture because they all move the same when we zoom in. It's possible that we'll see one more low before support breaks. But when resistance is broken, it means that a bigger rebound is starting, and the type of rally will help us tell the difference between the different possibilities. Let's talk about the other strong count I'm keeping an eye on, which is the white count. These two don't bother me much. Or what makes them different? At this point, we can't tell the difference. In the blue count, we have a bigger setting up with a 1 and 2, where wave 2 is a flat adjustment, and the diagonal is just a different kind. That was just added in case we go down a bit further. In the blue count, wave 2 could go down a bit further, and then we'd see waves 3, 4, and 5. That's why this blue count is also strong. It seems a little less likely to me, but it basically lets you take out more money. It only means that a straight drop in price doesn't always mean that the bear count is correct. We could use the blue positive count to keep an eye on some support levels. But I'd say I focus on the white one first. After that, it will depend on the next rise, and we'll be able to tell the difference between the possible outcomes. So let's talk about the count that points down. A bearish count suggests that prices could go down even more, possibly to the mid 40,000 range next. From the high point in July to the low point in August, we had a wave down. The last rise was a B wave, and now we're getting ready for a C wave down. In this case, there was a wave 1 drop, a wave 2 rise, a wave 3 fall, a wave 4 rise, and a wave 4 rise, and a wave 5 fall. Because of this, I said that the next rally would tell us a lot. If it is a correcting rally, it could be yellow wave 2. It doesn't matter at the nano level though. If we break through this stop, It could be at least yellow wave 2. It could also be white wave C though, based on how it's set up. It depends on how the system is coming together. I'll try to find it. If it's very sudden, which can happen very quickly, we might be dealing with a C wave in the high 60,000 range. I just want to get you ready. I believe there is a chance of a break above the support area and the trend line. Right now, until we get that real break, I'm keeping an eye out for one more tiny drop in either the white or yellow count before there is a bigger rebound. Also, how that rebound is set up will tell us a lot about how Bitcoin is likely to move in the weeks to come. Just know that the yellow count is very likely to happen. As long as we don't see a 5-wave move up or at least a break above the August high, which is around 65,000 and is now 65,100, the yellow bearish setup is still valid. But this looks more like, well, it's not quite 5 waves down, we'd like one more low, but it wouldn't really help us tell the difference between the yellow and white counts. It will depend on how the next rise is set up. That's all the news about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the news. Please click like, comment and subscribe if you did. Also, if you like the videos a lot, please check out the channel membership. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter for more posts. Thanks for seeing it. Goodbye.